Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How are you students? Hope you all are fine, safe and secure at your home. Your science teacher is back with chapter 7, natural disasters and calamities. Students, what do you mean by natural disasters and calamities? Do you know? Natural disasters and calamities is the nature occurred event, a very violent which is out of control of humans. Humans have no control over it. These are called natural disasters and calamities. And these calamities and disasters, they cause injuries to health, wealth and also our environment. They are earthquakes, tsunamis, cyclone, floods, drought and volcanic eruptions. And these are, and all these topics I am going to discuss and teach you with their causes, effects and what precautionary measures or what steps we have to undertake when these kinds of natural calamities occur. Many changes occur in nature from time to time, and these changes may be in the form of rains, storms, earthquakes or volcanic eruptions. And the natural disaster or calamities causes heavy damage to life and property. Students, let us learn more about these today. First comes volcanic eruptions. Students, what do you mean by volcanic eruptions? We'll study about volcano. What do you mean by volcanoes? Volcanoes are usually found in the form of conical mountains, and volcanic eruptions are cracks in the earth's crust out of which magma comes out, and this magma comes from the mantle of earth. There will be a lot of pressure which builds up underground, and this pushes up the magma, and the magma rushes upward through a vertical tunnel, and when it is rushing upward, it brings along with it the gases which is very hot, and dust and ashes. When the magma reaches earth's surface, it is called lava. As lava cools, it solidifies and forms rock. The only active volcano in India is on Barren Island in Andamans. Students, volcanic eruptions is clear. What do you mean by volcanic eruptions? Volcanic eruptions are the cracks in the earth's crust out of which magma comes out, and when there is a lot of pressure, it pushes up the magma, and when this magma reaches earth's surface, it is called lava, and when the lava cools down, it solidifies and forms rocks. And next comes earthquake. Students, compared to the size of the earth, earth's crust is thin. Earthquakes happen when two large pieces of earth's crust suddenly slip. This causes shock waves to shake the surface of the earth in the form of earthquake. In other words, when there is pressure deep inside the earth, there is an earthquake. There are minor earthquakes almost every day, but we do not notice it at all. But sometimes earth shakes so strongly that buildings collapse, bridges break, and even electrical wires get snapped. Students, we cannot predict when there will be an earthquake. An earthquake is a sudden movement of a part of earth's surface. It can make people afraid and panic. However, certain precautionary measures can be observed before, during and after an earthquake in order to protect oneself and lessen the damage. So students, here are some steps or important measures to remember before, during and after earthquake. We need to evaluate the structural soundness of the building and places where we frequently stay. We need to check whether the buildings are very strong or not. Okay, and the next thing which we need to do is, students, you need to always mark places where fire extinguishers, first aid kits and communication facilities are located. And do you know what steps to take during earthquake? Stay inside when you are inside a building. If you are sure that building is very strong, you need to stay inside the building and protect your body from falling debris by bracing yourself in a doorway or getting under a sturdy desk or table. And the next thing you need to do is take the fastest and safest way out if we are inside an old or weak structure, and make sure that you do not use lift or an elevator. And next thing which you need to know is that when you are in a crowded place like stores, malls, do not go to the exit. Okay, get out calmly in an orderly manner. And next comes tsunamis. Students, have you heard about tsunamis? No? Okay. Tsunamis are occurred in the sea level or oceans. Okay. Earthquakes can also occur under the sea, and under the sea, earthquakes can cause other disasters such as tsunamis. It can cause landslides and fires. A tidal wave is the periodic rise and fall at the sea level. It is caused by gravitational force. You remember tidal wave? I had explained you in the previous chapter, neap tides and spring tides. Yes, this tidal wave is a periodic rise and fall at sea level, and it is caused by gravitational forces acting between the sun, moon and the earth. And students, you are already familiar with this tidal wave. But tsunamis are massive ocean waves caused by undersea earthquakes or volcanic eruptions and even landslides. In a tsunami, large amount of water move in a great speed. As the waves reaches the land, they swell up into a waves. And tsunami, do you know, students, what do you mean by tsunami? Tsunami is a Japanese word meaning harbor wave. What do you mean by tsunami? The word tsunami, the word meaning of tsunami is harbor wave, and it is extracted from Japan. Okay, the tsunami in 2004 was caused by an earthquake in the Indian Ocean. A lot of people in coastal area died in this disaster, and it also devastated Andaman and Nicobar Island. And next comes cyclone. Every year climate will change with seasonal change and cyclones are formed. Okay, students, as we know, cyclones are formed in ocean. But do you know how cyclones are caused? When there is a low pressure area over the sea and strong wind starts blowing, cyclones are caused. Cyclones leave villages marooned, flooded and cut off by water on all sides. Victims usually get waterborne diseases like cholera, typhoid. Why? Due to flood and dead animals and garbage. And cyclone victims need clothes, bedding, medicines, food and water. And next comes floods. Apart from cyclonic flood in coastal areas, floods occur annually in northern India also. Okay, floods occur during the monsoons due to heavy rain. Next comes drought. Students, have you heard about this word drought? Drought in the sense when there is scarcity of water, when the water level goes down, the earth cracks or it gets parched. Okay, during this time in some regions of India there will be no rainfall for 3 to 4 years. and that time there will be a shortage of drinking water also, and crops dry up, and the prices of food also goes up. The government of India identifies these districts where there is drought, and arrangements are made accordingly.
Students, let us summarize what we have learned. What did we study today? We studied about natural disasters and calamities. As I have already told you, what are natural disasters and calamities? Those are nature caused violent effect caused by nature which are out of the control of humans. Humans have no control over it, and the causes are, it affects our wealth, health, and also environment. Okay, and the different natural calamities are earthquake, tsunami, cyclones, floods, droughts, and also volcanic eruptions. And we studied about its effects, causes, and also the various steps which we have to undertake when we face these kinds of natural calamities. Students, I hope you all have understood today's chapter. Thank you. Jazakumullahu khaira.